and a one and a two. Danced with the bubbly music. For all you Lawrence Welkerfites out there. Yeah. The bubbles. Yeah, Lawrence. Dashing across that floor with a saucy babe. Some of them blondes you dance with, Lawrence, I don't know what they have to do to get to dance with you. Let's go to Buck Owens. This is one of the stories. I heard tell it was true. In Bakersfield, at the Fox on Chester Avenue in Oildale, actually, is where Buck Owens had his lair. Lair, L-A-I-R or L-A-Y-E-R, lair. I think he had a fully appointed leather sofa, also known as the Hee-Haw Casting Couch. Heard tell old Buck had him lined up around the block. And I have to say that the Bakersfield gals have a lot to offer, but I'm pretty goddamn sure there was a lot of gals coming up from Los Angeles to get a tickle on the hee-haw. I mean, did he or did he not have some fabulous blonde, brunettes, redheads on that show? And to answer the question, what did they have to do to get onto that show? Well, it's like the Raylettes. If you want to be a Raylette, let Ray. Ain't that a pretty good contract to be up on the stage, being able to sing lead on some of Ray's stuff and being admired and sought after? Now, you know, when you're in somebody's stable like old Ray, I mean, I don't want to call him a pimp per se, but he was having a bit of a harem issue there, if you want to call it that. I think he was doing fine. He could nail anything he wanted when he was out on the road. That was the rule with the little woman, and he did. And not only was the little woman generous to a fault, when his lead gal OD'd and left her kid, she took her in. Mother's heart. And I'll tell you why. She dug Ray so much, she's willing to do anything for him. Anything. Now in Game of Thrones, what did the mother do to the stepson, Jon Snow? I think there were probably several occasions during his growing up where she wanted to kill him. I'm pretty sure. Well, go out there. Don't worry about that bear over the hill. He ain't going to hurt you. Or that dire wolf. Just go over there. You'll be all right. That kind of shit. I shot an arrow into the air. Where it falls, I know not where. Could have been his the full brother, half brother. You know, you got to get into the dynamics of the bloodlines on that stuff, because they're very serious about it in the Great Game of Thrones, man. And you fuck with the bloodline, and you're going to have a problem. And it's still true to this very day. Ask the Rothschilds. Ask the Rockefellers. Ask the Bushes. And maybe even ask the Trumps. I don't know. That Melania? My God? Trump? Sorry, brother. You stepped in your shit big time there. That woman ain't no Jackie Kennedy. I don't think she wants to even have anybody at the White House at all. Cabish! Man, I know how to pick them. Talk about high bloodline. Woman's got, what, 7 languages? Ooh. Was she model? I don't remember. She could model for me. Not to be too stepping on your turf there, Brother Trump, but she could model for me and all together. Would you happen to know if she did any earlier stuff where she might have had some exposure? like Tiger Woods' ex. I caught her photo display on the YouTube, and I didn't call it up. It just up next. I saw this hot blonde. And I said, "It can't be. That can't be her. That's like a vision of excitement to the level that you'll never be the same again if you catch the wind with that babe. My God." She had ballistic tits. Ballistic. And they were good symmetry. Excellent symmetry. And her bush was so delectable. And what goddamn Tiger Wood? Woods, is it? Is that what he was? It Woods Tiger? You know, he got the Woody's Tiger. How'd it go? Now here's a geek-looking feller. I mean, he ain't no dashing Denzel. He certainly ain't no Sidney Poitier. And he certainly ain't no, he's more akin to, who is that black comedian that had the horn-rimmed glasses and the high pants, was always waxing insanity? And that's more like Tiger Speed. And excuse me, but wasn't he exclusive just to the lighter shades of white? Wasn't he? I don't think I ever saw a photo op with him with a you know, like let me see, Whitney Houston. He had the money, didn't he? Had that, what was it, $25 million yacht? I mean, what the hell? Had the palatial estate in Florida. Was able to demolish whatever goddamn SUV you could put him in. He didn't have a problem with that whatsoever. If I crashed a goddamn car like that, I'd be moaning for years. Oh shit, man, I lost my Cadillac. What the fuck? What am I going to do now? That was my Strapmobile. In fact, I got a Hikano brother that I bought and sold cars next to at overnight police garages. This is years ago. It might be retroactive, I don't know. They might make a new law for me, but in a 2-year span, I bought and sold 150 of them their cars. Made bank. Went out to the Poly Class auction. One time, me and Ole Franson of Dane fame went out to the Poly Class auction. Now, this is how nonprofits roll, brothers and sisters. You get the memo. Now, I got nothing against making money off of dead kids. But that's what you're doing, making money off of dead kids. It's not a good look, let's put her that way. Poltergeist comes to mind. And did that chick, or did she or did she not pay the price, that little gal that went into the tube? I'm telling kids now, I say, if you go into the tube, you may never come back. If you go into the smartphone, you may never come back. That little feller down at the Costco some months back, and he had his head so buried in that phone, it was dangerous. Wasn't looking around and looking at anybody else. Right in the phone. When I was growing up, I had to look all around, 360, all the time, to avoid the shit that was surely coming. I wouldn't want to be the mammy of that youngster, picking up the leavings of her kid at the morgue after it's been run over by a fucking truck. That because the kid had his head up to his ass buried in that fucking smartphone, he ate a bunch of pavement and got stuck in the wheels of that truck. There's a fella that wanted out up on Sunset near Alvarado after I think Hyperion, if I'm not mistaken. Alvarado before where the hell? Before you get to downtown, anyway. And I was selling cherries on the side of Sunset. And I was pulling up to my spot. It was about maybe 100 feet before the bus. People don't usually like to park near the bus stop because every once in a while a bus driver might drop a stitch and run over your dumb ass. But anyway, and don't tell me it don't happen. I've lost a couple of vehicles to that kind of action. Well, not lost them, but one time I had a Fiat, little two-seater sports car, a red one. Got it from a friend over in Burbank. And if you're out there, Lynn Garrison, whatever your name is now, oh man, and Bill Garrison in North Carolina has a 7,000 square foot mansion. And he plays it down, ain't that big, ain't that big. Really, Bill? Brother Bill Higgins. This is a shout out. Anybody you know is Bill Higgins in North Carolina? It might be South Carolina, I don't know. Tell him LeBeau. Bo, his buddy, his volleyball smasher brother in Burbank. Let me live at his house. Good man, Bill, I love you. Good man, good mellow cat. I think he had a strong father. I think he did. Most of the strong cats I've met in my life that I really admired, that had even flows, and they wouldn't run on you, wouldn't denigrate you, wouldn't slam you, wouldn't fuck with you in general. And I get to talking to them and then find out that their father was there. Stefan, their father was there. Stefan, their father was there. And you ain't the only one that's rolled without a father out here. I'm sorry, brother, but and you know this too. I mean, your big sproll on single women with their babies is horrible. The tribe has got to come together. We got to stop this goddamn divide and conquer shit between men, gentlemen, or no, ladies first. Ladies and gentlemen. If I ever ruffle your feathers, let me know. But you got to come with it. You got to tell me why I'm ruffling them. And you got to give me some solutions on how to handle it. You just can't say, well, I'm going to hang up. Bang. Wendy of Canada, of the Vancouver parts. For any of you all, if you've thought about going to Canada, you better get up there, because the Canadians, I'll tell you my story going into the Canadian Embassy when I was trying to make my escape, which was the reason why I put all my worldly goods in a goddamn trailer and threw three shits to the wind and went for it. I was freaked the fuck out. Thought the planet was going to burn down any second, thanks to mostly Davey Ike's information and Jordan Maxwell's information and Kautz's information and Stéphane Molyneux. Bonne chance, mon ami. Do you want to have a duel? Oh, c'est ça, yeah. I would like a little sauce on my linguine. What do you say? Capiche? Stefan, brother man. All y'all that are Stefan haters out there, fuck off. I mean, this guy's working his ass off. And I don't want to use the word believes, but I think he thinks that he's helping you, as I do. If any information that I give you, even if it's just one word that gets you to thinking differently than your fucking programming, I think it's worth it. You're worth it to me. All my fellow creators on this plane, on this our creation plane of creation, plane. Riders on the storm. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Here we go, coming around. I'm going to hide it from you until I introduce her. Let me get some distance from her. I couldn't do it with my boggy too well because I couldn't hold it with one hand very easily. This puppy I can. Here we go. This is what I've been doing with the feather. Watch. Look into the feather. Look. Where'd the feather go? Look into the feather. Yes, I will look into the feather. What the fuck am I supposed to say? God damn it. I would say, on the whole, Jordan Maxwell gave me this. You're looking around, they're giving you, words. Bang, 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 bang. What the fuck did he just say? I've had women, when I scrolled quickly on my flashlight pitch, thought I was making a sexual offer. They came on the tone. I was. But I wasn't saying the offer. I was flowing the offer. There's some of you gals out there that know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. Wendy. She's tight. Wendy's tight-assed. God damn it. And she was, when I met her, she was a lovely creature. Lovely. She was zooming through the plain. It was in Creston, British Columbia. The Goat River. As I said, I'd become a celebrity because I defied death by diving 50 feet into 20 feet of water. With big fucking rocks at the bottom. Wendy didn't know about that. I had to tell her. I said, did you realize I was a celebrity when you met me? No. So I didn't have any game there. Didn't have my celebrity back in that play up. Wendy was looking for me. And I was looking for her. And we found each other. It was magic from the start. On the start of it, what I did, she was walking across the main drag, 2-lane highway, not very fast. I think you can only do 25 through there. They had the Greasy Spoons and a hardware store, small, really small town. But in the summertime, it's a mecca because of the Goat River. And the farming in that area is intense. It's beautiful. There's Lake Okanagan, where they find sea serpents. There's some mystical shit going up in Canada, babes. Mystical shit. Shrooms. And this gets to a real important point here that you got to get this, please. When you have a being that is experiencing magical energy because they taken of substances that have been extant on this planet for millennia. Ask the Jews and the Catholics with their mushrooms. If they can fucking imbibe and they don't get busted for it, what the fuck qualifies anybody on the fucking planet going around busting people for having a good fucking time? You motherfucking assholes! Commerce! 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 And I will say more about that topic in general. Got a lot of information there. Watched every piece I could get hold of on the Netflix and otherwise. Went and paid at the. This is what used to be Hollywood. This is the dream, the fantasy that they used to, that they're selling you now, making you think that it's this way now. In '75, when I landed, came down for a test run. My church had an event. Had this god awful. I've got to see what. See if I got pictures of that around. If I still have a picture of my Econoline, it was a 62. Oh man, I went crazy on that van. I had wooden bumpers on it, big 4x6 wooden bumpers on it. Drilled the holes, put the bolts in, and my karma was such that even if anybody had run into those bumpers, there'd been a bunch of splinters, but I would have whacked the shit out of it. Even a Cadillac probably if I hit it. It was a freaky. It was blue, and I did white around the eyes, and I had eyelashes. So you didn't know where the fuck I was coming from. And I was so fucking crazy, I guess, with that roll that the cops gave me a pass. And look how crazy that motherfucker is. Maybe not. Won't jack that fucker up today. Won't do her. He's dangerous. He's symbolizing shit that ain't supposed to be symbolized about. I'm an unauthorized symbolizer. And for all y'all out there's copyrights that I'm going to stop the shit out of, accidentally on purpose, according to the legalese. I got my copyright. I'll tell you about it a little bit. Those of you that know the redemption energy, cracking the code, understand they have 2 more books, 3 and 4. I got to 2. The shit was too deep because cats were getting nailed for 17 and a half years for working the stuff. Talked to a top dog in Arizona, gal, had her man. I'm not sure if she wasn't Illuminati. But she gave me some good advice. I was pushing Dale on the paper, and I thought I was going to get about $7,000 worth of computers on the Treasury Direct Trust, something like that. Something. I was working that paperwork. I had nice checks. I had my numbers on there. Didn't tarry from it. I knew it was dangerous to put any other number on there. Witness Heather and Company, that other fella. That's what they nailed him on. Oh yeah, you taking money from this other account over here. Now, pay attention, you stupid sons of bitches. Please, this is important. And I'm not going to scroll right now. It's very important. This is how they catch you. This is how they nail you to the cross. They make you think that what you're doing is benign, that's not going to get you in trouble. Cracking the code, fellas. You got some dues to pay. Ask Liz. You paid him. Ask Liz. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. If you don't remember her, all that hustle money you got from selling them books, gave it to some Somalians or something. Was that it? Yeah, we're after gold. We want to buy some gold. That's the safest thing you can get. So we're going to put our $1 million FRN over there in Somalia, and it's all going to work out all right. Liz got out of there with one eye less. So I don't know. I don't know, fellers. I mean, it's deep shit. I mean, we all want liberation. Freedom is a legalese term. Freedom. Dumb free. That's what you actually are. You think you're free. The propaganda, is like, well, home of the free, land of the brave. We're exceptional. And when you come here, and this is a big one, when you come here, we'll take care of you. Witness Sweden. Witness Germany. Witness France. This is too. I'm talking the Swede slang. I love that. One of my favorites, all-time favorites. High arc, high blood, high vibration. Was in 3 days of the Condor as the hitman. And he had a contract on Robert Redford. You know what I'm talking about. Whack-a-doodle-doo. That's right. Uh-huh. But my favorite all time Oh man, this is a burn down of magnitude. It's actually what drove me. This kind of energy, this kind of information is what drove me to the deep end. Pele the Conqueror. Get it on Netflix, I think. And for all you old farts out there that think you got it rough, you ain't even going to get close to Pele. Not even a stitch. If even a tenth of a point of that shit's accurate, them people had a hard time back in them years. Hard fucking time. And here we're crying about, I can't find something on my cell phone or my smartphone or my smart TV. I can't turn it on and have it go on, and I got to call up the tech people and try to figure out what the fuck they just did to me, and I'm paying all this money out, and I have to goddamn time. It seems like I ain't watching what I want to watch when I want to watch it, which is what they sold me on in the first place. Huh? What the fuck did he just say? Cable companies, fuckers! God damn it! I didn't know that! Get the picture? Hey, I want to do this one. I'm gonna try this one. See what this is. Oh yeah, let's do that. We gotta move. There it is. Come here. Tasty pussy. Can I have some? Is it very expensive? And will it smell juicy? Because if you think about it, gals, when I'm down there doing my business, that's about all you're going to see. Right there. That's it. But the sensations that you will be experiencing will hopefully overcome the deficit. This is one of my favorite spros. I tell women this when they're distressed because I'm calling myself ugly. Oh, you're not ugly. Why do you say that? Well, you're not ugly. Fellas, if the ladies don't get this, run it. What I mean by run it, try it. You can only fail once for that energy. It may be miserable, it may be terrible, you may be embarrassed, you might even shit your pants, I don't know. I have. But God damn it. My favorite stroll of a woman is it's in the trying. All else is, trying. I want to do. I don't want to try nothing. I don't want to practice legalese. I don't want to practice medicalese. Might want to fly on a flying trapeze. Or at least watch some fabulously appointed babe throwing her body through the air. I hope it lands near me. And I do really care. Safely. And you know it's coming in all those films. The propaganda value of things like trapeze and Burt Lancaster. You knew at some point during the piece that somebody was going to splat. Didn't you? Wait for it. Yeah, if you go flying around on the trapeze, you're going to get splat. You think that's a good message when you're actually up there on the trapeze and you're flying and you're saying, well, I'm going to get splat? What the hell are you creating right there? Serious suicidality programming. Serious. These fuckers don't play around. The reason the advertised average lifespan is only clocking what? You're getting up to 120 now. What if there are cats walking around that look like that cat? Oh, this might be it right here. The cat that's on YouTube that'll come in on a lot of porn pieces. I know. He's 60 and he's cut so robotically, it's scary. It's like Terminator type body. And he's got these luscious women dissing him because he's an old man. He's got the old man hat on. It's a perfect stroll. Perfect stroll. That's why what's down below may surprise you. First of all, I think I have a very generous heart. And we can work the rest out. That's all I want is generous-hearted women. Here it is, come here. To create with me. That's all. That's all. So anyhow, where the hell was I? Where the hell was you? Now you gotta start telling me where I lose it. I mean, you know, if you want me to continue on the subject, might take months to get back to you, but if I don't remember, but you know, it's like I got to ask you all a question here right now. What's the big fucking hurry? Capiche? Capiche? Cabbage? Yeah, I have a cappuccino. With all the fixings, I want the high fructose corn syrup. And every input you put in the stuff. I mean, if it's got stuff in it, there's HFC not following, it's right behind it. Like in Doom. They're telling you. They're telling you. It's right there. You just got to get off the words and work on the symbols of the words. The spice is in everything. The spice is in everything. The spice is in everything. Get it? Do you get it? In Lensman, I'm starting to pull that up. I haven't read it. I read it back in the 70s. I loved it. I've read the Lensman series by E. Doc Smith probably 5 times, all the way through. It's like, I think 7 or 8 volumes. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lensman's. But for me, as far as reading sci-fi, the Lensman series is top dog, hands down. Nothing close. Even Hubbard couldn't get close with Battlefield Earth. Pretty good, Travolta. John, phenomenon. My God. Who authorized you to pull out some of that Scientology energy? Who authorized it? God damn it. It was beautiful, man. Beautiful. And your honey. Hard hunt, wasn't it? Hard hunt, man. Made it hard for you. And in the Sproul, she couldn't resist you. Because why? It's what she needed. It's what she wanted. And you gave it to her, didn't you, John? And ain't she married to one of them other fellas? I wonder if they ever had one of them menage a toots. What do you think? Huh? What about a menage a quat? Or a squat? What about a menage a squat. Holy crap. 34. I'm running on you.